Theater of Coolty by Duckface. 4 Dirks stand in an antechamber. There are as many chairs as there are stairs, which is to say a lot. There is an inverted rhinoceros here. A withered tree grows incongruously next to the fireplace. Above the stage is suspended a shoddy reproduction of Damien Hirst's Some Comfort Gained from the Acceptance of the Inherent Lies in Everything, except with a horse. It drips. Water gushes somewhere in the distance. Dirk 1 is a hard young man with hair like a majestic bird. His hands are heavy and his nails thick. Traces of the Iberian coal mines of his childhood still burr in the corners of his accent. He has a swan-like neck and an air of disenchanted intransigence. Dirk 2 is a hard young man with hair like a majestic bird. His face is pockmarked and his legs hirsute. He has the easy laugh and unlovable jawline characteristic of long-ago Moroccan cornfields. He has a 40-inch chest and an air of detached insouciance. Dirk 3 is a hard young man with hair like a majestic bird. His teeth are nicotine-stained and his earlobes pendulous. His aching pelvic floor and crushed mandible recall the rough-bitten Santa Fe longshoreman who reared him. He has an ear infection and an air of distracted incongruity. Dirk 4 is a smiling everyman with twinkling gums. The 4 Dirks are strewn about the playing area, each possessed of a characteristic lean. See cartographic supplement. None sit on the extremely plentiful chairs. The audience finds their seats. There is a slow, creaking, rippling crash and the taste of ozone. All right, who remembers anything? I remember some things, but I don't remember the thing you're thinking of. I remember everything, but I'm pretty sure it isn't the right everything. I remember everything with absolute clarity, as fucking usual, and if you can't, I'm not going to tell you what it is. Problem solved. I remembered that I remember everything, and now I remember everything. Okay, so the situation is that shit is fucked, irretrievably. Right, but there's clearly a way out, or if not a way out, at least a best course of action. I think we had better establish the goal of this existential escapade as quickly as possible, so that we can move toward an immediate secondary goal of removing our heads from our collective asses. Spitball. Make with the motherfucking telos. Agreed. Go. There is a 99.6% chance that we are here waiting for some otherworldly figure to make itself known, thereby creating a meaningful framework in which action may take place. There is no way this is not going to happen. These confidence intervals are off the fucking charts, by which I mean off the bottom of the fucking charts. They are tighter than the pursed lips of a barren duchess at her beautiful young niece's coming-out party. Bullshit! We are obviously here to extract objective meaning from our own interactions, which we can only do by first acknowledging our own meaninglessness and absurdity. By, for example, coming to terms with the fact that everything is irretrievably fucked and it's our fault. Our fault? Nah, bro. This is obviously about coming to terms with our own lack of agency, thereby establishing an existential peace with paradox space, and thus coming to terms cheerfully with our own impending oblivion, which I am guessing is represented by the water gushing somewhere in the distance. It seems you are all ignoring the fact that I have this on lockdown. This is about the presence or absence of God, who absolutely will or will not show up at some point, a fact which I am keeping hidden in a perfect quantum lockbox inside my brain, not because I can't calculate it, but because knowing the outcome would collapse the premise, and thus impair the ability of reasonable people to give a shit about anything. The chances of that not being the case are so minuscule that dividing how wrong you are by how wrong I am could break an evil computer on Star Trek. All right. It's clear that the Dirk who is pretending to be the autoresponder is onto something here. I declare the purpose of Dirksquisition 2013 established. Let's saddle up and get our motherfucking weight on. I am already winning at this. I am anticipating so furiously that I am actually aging slightly faster than the rest of you. That smell is rug burn on the fabric of time. I am chafed by the temporal flow. Dirksquisition? No. Dirksquisition. That's stupid. The Dircameron. The Socratic Dirkologs testify. The problem with that is that there's 4 of us, and absolutely jack zero of anyone else, which means this isn't a dialogue, and is in fact a quadriloquy, which is exactly as insufferable as it sounds. This all brings me to the following question. Why the exact fuck are there 4 of us? Have you been us lately, genius? We're lucky there aren't like 15. For what it's worth, I'm pretty sure I'm Brain Ghost Dirk. So you're the one of us who never actually fucked everything up, which explains the optimism of an idiot child thing you have going on. Awesome. And you're the autoresponder somehow? Actually, I'm the AR. How'd you know he wasn't talking to you? He was looking at you. How can you tell? He hasn't moved his head an inch since whatever bullshit end value passes for time in this nonsensical performance zone wobbled and fell off the 0 point like an adorable baby panda off a swing. And he's wearing shades. It seems you are disputing my ability to flawlessly calculate the intentions of any potential iteration of myself at any given moment. Are you disputing my ability to flawlessly calculate the intentions of any potential iteration of myself at any given moment, Dirk? See, that's offensive. What you're doing there is offensive. My perfect billion-horsepower mecha brain is incapable of taking offense, on account of it being perfect, which you would know if you were me, which you're clearly not, except, of course, in the equally true sense in which you are. Jesus!